Let's just go ahead and ask. Have you ever had a friend that was so desperate for some dick that she left you in a room with 6 men off perks? While you were the only woman in the room, while she was in the next room getting fucked? With the tag on the door that says whatever happens in here stays in here? Have you ever had that happen to you? I wish that I could say me too, but bitch, guess what? It happened. And today we're telling the story. Let's just get into it. Hi everyone, welcome back. It's your favorite Brazilian, and today we are doing another story times with Zeno. So this was gonna be my very first party, right? Obviously, I did not feel comfortable driving, even though I did have my license at the time. I think I was probably like I think I had just turned 18. I think I had just turned 18. And the whole week I'm thinking like, damn, what am I going to wear? What am I going to wear? Because I want to look grown and I want to look seductive. But obviously I don't want to like look to the point where I'm going to outshine the B-Day girl. You should never try and outshine the B-Day girl. Even if it's on accident, bitch. Find out what the birthday girl is wearing first. Find something cute. Find something aesthetic. Find something that matches her. But don't ever let it be more sparkly than her. Don't ever let it be brighter than her. Don't ever let it have more ruffles than her. That's simple girl code. We're not outshining the birthday girl. Okay? So we found the fit. This is what we ended up wearing that night. Super cute, super grown. You know, I'm getting approached left and right, left and right, left and right. Even her 40-year-old uncle approached me. Yeah, there was a 40-year-old uncle going around the party trying to see who he can hump and grind on. My baby, you're 40 years too late. This is not your type of party. Go inside, grab your remote, grab a bowl of pork rinds. We know old people love pork rinds. Sit there and watch some sports or something. Why are you in the middle of a party and why is nobody doing anything about it? Her mom and her aunts are coming outside. They see the 40-year-old uncle pushing up on young women. We don't care. We're just letting it rock. We're Jamaican. We're just going to whine regardless, right? Okay, Bumba Clot. First of all, I'm getting too carried away. We have to go back to the beginning. So we decide that her cousin is going to come and pick me up. And he's going to drive me to New York because he was in Connecticut. He was near there. He's going to come pick me up. He's going to drive to New York where the party is. Okay, cool. Obviously, I'm on the phone with her because I'm not comfortable being in the car by myself. And us young ladies, we love to be on the phone when we think we're about to get snatched up, right? I'm walking to school. Hey, I'm on the phone. Hey, what are you doing? No, nothing. I just called you because I'm not trying to get snatched. What is this person going to do through the phone for me to not get snatched? Nothing. It was me taking a risk in general. And my mom and my grandma are extremely religious. They sat there and they prayed before I got in the car. I digress. Got in the car. He has one hand on the blunt and one hand on the wheel. So he's like this. Mind you, I'm a goody two shoes. This story is from so way back then. I wasn't even smoking at this time. Not on no heavy shit. Now I smoke every day. Even if it's 2-3 hits a day, I'm going to smoke every single day. It's just become a habit at this point. Back then, I was not smoking at all. So the fact that we're in the car, he has one hand on the wheel. One hand on the blunt, one hand on the wheel. I'm like, we're going to crash. I'm in the back. I'm praying. I'm praying to God himself. God, please let me get there. Please let me get there in one piece, God. Please let me get there in one piece. Please don't let him be too high to the point where I'm not going to get there in one piece. I got there in one piece. Smelling like weed and grabba. My hair soaked it up. My clothes soaked it up. I couldn't even shower. That's why I showered before, because I knew that I was going to have to get there, help set up, get the food ready, whatever. Cool. We get there. Huge house, great house. The room that me and my friend are staying at, air mattress, and that's it. That's it. Air mattress, a mirror to take pictures in. I had to move all the clothes and stuff to the side for me to take a decent mirror pic. And, you know, we're in the trenches. We're in the trenches. Small, Brazilian, little girl, goody two shoes, barely smokes, barely talks to people other than her boyfriend, which she just broke up with, is now in the trenches. We're going to the deli. We're stopping at the corner store. We're getting a chopped cheese. Best chopped cheese of my life. Best chopped cheese of my life. I get it. I get the hype. I understand why the first thing that's going to come out your mouth when you step into that corner store is let me get a chopped cheese on a roll. I forgot what bev. Did I get what? A green tea? I think I got a green tea. First stop we had to make, we had to stop and get the things for her family to cook. So we got like shrimp and lobster and chicken and all that other stuff so they can go ahead and cook and whatever, right? The entire vibe up until the party started was great. The entire vibe before the party started was awesome, honestly. She was in a good ass mood. She was laughing. We were laughing. I was high. We're all smoking together, right? Everything is cool. I'm thinking this party is going to be so much fun. Wrong. Wrong. It's like as soon as the lights went off and the LED lights that she had and whatever turned on, as soon as everybody started getting there, it's like she just became more of a bitch and more of a bitch and more of a bitch and more of a bitch. And everything was about her. Everything was about her. And I'm not saying that in a bad way because, I mean, let's be real. It's her birthday. It's going to be about her. But my whole thing is you should never come around me acting like you're better than anybody. I don't care if it was your wedding day, bitch. If I ask you where the food is at, don't sit there and be like, it's my birthday. I don't know. Like, just figure it out. I don't know your family. I don't know where the food is at. I haven't ate all day, bitch. All I've done is smoke weed and had 2 bites of a chopped cheese because you insisted that we were going to buy it and share. So I had 2 bites, 2 best bites of my life. You had 2 bites. Matter of fact, I lied. You had 4 teeny tiny ass bites. Bitch, are you going to eat the chopped cheese or are you trying to flirt with it? Are you trying to build some tension, some anticipation? What are we doing? Bite it. Bite it. Eat it. That's what she said. Eat it. You know what I mean? So it was just kind of annoying because it was like, girl, of course I'm asking where the food is at. I haven't ate. I haven't ate all day. You expect me to throw it back with what energy? And I haven't ate. Besides the point, right? Cool. Now the party is almost starting, right? Everybody is showing up. One of her friends show up. Thank God that her friend had a soft spot for me the way that he did, because the minute that I got there, he started flirting with me, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I had just got out of a relationship. I'm enjoying the flirting. One thing about me, I like to flirt. Not that I do it purposely, but my personality, I have a very flirtatious personality. I smile a lot when I speak, and for some reason, a lot of people think that that's flirting, and even though this time it was flirting, most of the time it's not. This time it was, because let's be real, he was cute. He was cute, and he was Jamaican, and one thing about me, I do have a thing for Jamaicans. Mama God. I like their accents. Him specifically, he had a really nice accent, and he was speaking, I don't know if I'm going to say it right, so my black queens in the chat, please do, listen. Patois? Was that right? Patois? Please pay attention when I say that he had a soft spot, because this is going to be useful later on in the story. Let me just start right here. The way that men catcall women, it needs to be, you need to be incriminated. Like, the way that men approach women in New York is actually ridiculous, and it's disgusting. There's no reason that you should be, and just Jamaican men in general have no filter. So I'm at the party, I'm minding my business, I'm hearing, hey, you with the fat boom boom. With the fat what? The things that I would do to you. The things that I would do to you. 5'2", light skin this, light skin that. I'm like, what the fuck? I'm like, what the fuck? They don't talk like this where I'm from. The most you're going to get is a hi, pretty, how are you? Can I get to know you? The most you're going to get called is fine shit. The most you're going to get is called a baddie. Nobody's sitting there in your actual face to face, saying, I would love to taste your poom poom. I would love to taste your poom poom. I would love to fuck your poom poom. I fuck your poom poom all night. Stroking the poom poom. And one thing about Jamaicans, they do not stroke in the poom poom. They whine in the poom poom. They do that in the poom poom. In the what? Snipes. Your poom poom is fire. They don't play any games. They are freaky. They freak. They are freaky. They freak. That's why they don't eat pussy. That's where the whole Jamaican man, because they don't need to. They don't need to eat your pussy to get you right. They whine in the poom poom. Okay? That's a story time for another time, though. That's a story time for another. But seriously, let's lock in, because this bitch really got me fucked up. I'm getting catcalled, and I'm clutching my pearls. I'm clutching my pearls. My little outfit with the black straps on, with the heels with the straps tied around my ankle, the little crop top, the little see-through, okay? There's a mix of grown men at this party, and there's a mix of teenage boys. Mind you, I am from Connecticut. Everybody knows we don't party the right way in Connecticut. We just started getting active in the clubs and the little get-togethers and whatever. Other than that, people show up. They hug the wall or they sit on their phone. They sit on their phone, they take their phone out, they act like they're having a good time for like 5 seconds. Yes, I'm with the gang, I'm with the gang, I'm with the gang. As soon as they put the phone down, the person who said that they're with the gang and the gang themselves, they're just gonna sit there and do this. They're not gonna run down on anybody. They're too pussy to run down. You know, stuff like that. So this is a new scenery for me. I'm not expecting that many people to show up. They partied until 5 a.m. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. 5 a.m. Mind you, the girl that I'm talking about, she had just linked with somebody else. So it's like your pussy not tired? I guess not. I'm clutching my pearls as I'm getting catcalled. I don't like the way that I'm being catcalled. I feel extremely uncomfortable. And again, this is my first time, so I'm not joking about it. I'm not looking at it as like a little like, ha ha ha, oh my God, guess what he did? No, I'm actually uncomfortable. I'm clutching my fucking pearls. I'm clutching my pearls. And I don't think I've ever been so non-friendly like that night. Like, for example, right? I'm walking, right? I'm walking. I hear something. Fat pussy girl, vanilla shake, fat pussy gal. I walk all the way inside her house, right? Now I'm looking for the food, right? This is when she starts acting like a little bit of a bitch. This is when I realized, like, you know what? I'm just gonna let you have your fun with your friends and do your thing. But I'm gonna stay over here, okay? Because there was this open patio where it was the dance floor, it was the lights, everybody was dancing in this corner, and then it was like a little tent where everybody would just hang out. And the tent was cute. The tent had the lights, it had the places to take pictures, all that kind of stuff, right? Cool. I'm sitting there, I'm minding my business. The 40-year-old tries to approach me with a conversation. I act like I did not hear him. In the same breath that I acted like I didn't hear him, he turned around and he starts grinding on someone at least 15 to 20 years younger than him. I'm disgusted. I don't know if I should say something. I don't want to say something because this is her family. Maybe this is something that I don't know. I don't know what's going on at the moment, right? All I'm worried about is a Jamaican beef patty in my hands, okay? A plate of rice, okay? And some oxtail. That's all I really want, and I'm good. Regardless of what it is, I just want to eat. And I feel like once I eat, my attitude is going to go away. She's like, oh, you have an attitude on your face. Duh, girl, I'm uncomfortable. Are you crazy? Then she's complaining that I'm not dancing. Again, this is my first party, 1, in New York. And 2, this is my first Jamaican party. Everybody is humping each other on the floor. I'm talking humping. There is no dancing. It's just humping. Dry humping. Bitches are doing splits on people's dick. You know, somebody is holding him back like this. As he's holding him back like this, she's like this while her ass popped up like this, and he's just stroking her shit midair, air humping in the middle of the crowd. And I'm watching this shit from my little goody two shoes eyes, like, what the fuck? Like, what the fuck did I just get invited to? And obviously I want to dance and have a good time, but I don't want to dance and give the impression that I want somebody to come behind me. So I didn't dance that night. I did not dance. I did not twerk, not one cheek. I didn't whine by not using one hip. Okay? I didn't do shit but stand in a corner and cheer on the people dancing, or in the room taking pictures and TikToks and videos and whatever, right? Cool. Now the party is about to end. She's talking about the boy in the blue hoodie wants to hang out. And I figured I could have a friend for me and you can have a friend for you. I was like, I'm not going to lie. I'm not really trying to go there, though. She's like, but what do you mean? Like, he'll drive us. He'll drive us, right? We didn't even fit in the fucking car. I don't know if this person thought that it was going to be like an after party, kickback, everybody just, no. It's 4 something a.m. Why are we still awake? I ate my Jamaican beef patty already. I ate my rice. I ate my oxtail. I'm good. I want to go the fuck to sleep. Are you crazy? After all the overstimulation from the loud ass music, everybody's next to me. It's, so many people that like the body heat. I'm starting to feel super hot. The hair that I straightened earlier is all frizzy and all on my face. I really don't want to be here. Like, I really just don't want to be here. I really just want to go the fuck home, honestly. Seriously. Are you kidding me? I really just want to go the fuck home, right? She's like, yeah, but he wants to hang out, and I really want to hang out with him because, you know, I really want some dick. What am I going to say? No, this is my friend. If it was me, I would want her to take one for the team as well. I said, fuck it. We get in the car. I have to sit on her lap. And that's because the boy next to her was like, oh, well, you can sit on me. I won't. I had to sit on her lap to drive to where we were going. I don't even know where we went. I just know that we were in the Bronx. It was 4-something a.m. and we're driving to another quote-unquote function. You know what the function was? You know what the function was because you know what the title of this fucking video was, right? We go into his room, the guy that she was about to fuck with, and he brings his friend. We're all smoking. We're all talking. At first, it's okay. It's whatever, right? I'm sitting there on my phone. I'm sitting there just scrolling on my phone. I don't want to be here. I'm literally just on TikTok and I'm trying to make the time go by quicker, whatever. As I'm looking around his room, he has a chalkboard behind him with names signed of the people that came into his room. Any man that has a chalkboard or a whiteboard saying, hey, I was just here with a little heart at the end, you know a bitch was just here. So I already knew what kind of man this man was, right? I walk out of the room because obviously, you know, they're about to get busy. They're about to do their thing. This is what she came here for anyway. This is what she came here for anyway. Her words were she's going to do what she's going to do and she's going to come out the room. You think she came out the room? She didn't come out the fucking room. She didn't come out the room. No, she didn't come out the room. There was a sign on his door, like before you come in, that says, whatever happens here stays here. Again, you should already know what kind of man this is. You're a whore. You're a whore. You're a whore. You have a sign on the front of your door that says, whatever happens here stays here. And right under it, where he signed it, you know how like when you send a letter or an email, you put sincerely? Yeah. He put a little dash and he put bad man. Put bad man, bad man. Whatever happens in here stays here, bad man. Oh, she's with a bad man, all right. While this bad man, whatever, right? While he's beating her doonies down, I'm talking, I can hear it from the room. Bumbleclot. She's doing her business. Guess where I am? In the living room. You want to know what's in the living room? 6 guys off perks. I know they're off perks because while everybody was hanging out and doing trips to get food and chopped cheeses and all that other shit, and we came back to the room and we were just chilling and hanging out, her friend started getting a bad high. Off what? Perks. Perks. Percocet. Yeah. He had to drink an entire cup of milk just to stand up straight. So while I'm sitting there, mind you, there's no couch where I can sit. There's no room. I'm sitting on a chair. The friend that I mentioned earlier that has a soft spot for me is also sitting on the chair. He's making sure I'm okay. He's talking to me. He's making sure I stay awake. Because there's 6 men off perks. I am the only woman in this room. There is 6 men off perks. I'm gonna keep saying off perks because even the way that they try to speak, they sounded like zombies. Like they were just out. They were just out like a light. And I just kept praying, please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Please don't wake up. Because I don't know these men. These men have been catcalling me all night. These men have been trying to get me to dance on them and rub up on the tip of their dick because they're trying to get their dick wet because they're bad mans. I guess. I'm praying that one of them don't wake up. And thank God that, again, the friend that I mentioned earlier had a soft spot for me because he had a friend with the car. In order for me to be more comfortable, he laid in the back seat with me and he allowed me to just lay on his lap. No kiss, no, literally nothing romantic, straight platonic. He's just making sure I'm okay. And thank God for that. But do you think I'm about to stay here? Absolutely the fuck not. I call my mom. At this point, it's like 6 a.m. in the morning or whatever, right? Call my mom. It's like 6 a.m. And I'm like, Mom, I know you're home. I know you have the car and I know it's far, but can you please just come pick me up? Where are you? I said, I'm in the Bronx. I said, Mom, please come pick me up. Why, Isabella? What's going on? What's going on? And I'm telling her, I'm like, mãe, você precisa vir me buscar, você precisa entrar no carro, você precisa vir me buscar, eu não quero estar aqui. She's like, well, what's going on, what's going on, what's going on? I told her, I said, my friend just left me by myself while she was in the next room getting fucked. This is not my friend. I want to get picked up, I want to go home, and I don't ever want to come back. So she picked me up. We had that whole car ride where we just talked and just, you know, I just told her everything. I just told her everything that I was uncomfortable with, the attitude that she was giving me, the fact that because it was her birthday, she couldn't direct me to a plate of food. Because it was her birthday, I had to get up and shake my ass even though I was uncomfortable. You think that I got up and shake my ass? Hell no. One thing about me, and as a recovering people pleaser, set your boundaries in that minute. You know what I mean? And you don't have to sit there and give a person an explanation either. No, I don't want to. I don't want to. No, I don't want to. I'm uncomfortable. No, I don't want to. I'm uncomfortable. No, I don't want to. I'm uncomfortable. Now that I'm older, if I go to a club and I want to whine on somebody, that's a whole different story. I'm 20 years old. I had just turned 18. Like, I had just turned 18 maybe a month before I got there. I'm still thinking like a 17-year-old. The 17-year-old Isabella that never gave a lap dance, that never even got a conversation out of. You know what I'm trying to say? So I just felt extremely uncomfortable. Like that's as real as I can put it. I just felt uncomfortable. So she picked me up. And again, that whole car ride, we talked about what we talked about. Me and my mom, we made a trip at the diner. I'm gonna put the video right here. You can see that I still have the outfit on from that night. Like, it was just crazy. And I'm just so thankful that those men did not wake up. Because being the only woman in a room full of men that I do not know personally, men that I have never actually met in my life, the minute that we stepped into the house, I had already regretted saying yes. Because if you think about it, I could have told my mom to pick me up before we even got there. But I'm thinking, no, this is my friend. She's going to keep her word. She's going to come out of the room when she's done getting her pussy beat. She got her pussy beat. She fell asleep. She woke up. She got her pussy beat again, and she stayed there. Door locked. I know because when I tried to open it, it was locked. When I tried to knock on it, both of them were asleep. So, male-centered friendships, stay away from, because if a girl feels that she needs to do X, Y, and Z to please this man, she is going to do X, Y, and Z to please this man, and to get, her priority was the men that night at that, because the way that she acted, I just felt like, you're not even, like, when did we become friends and why? You know what I mean? Like, the way that she was twerking her ass, it's one thing to shake and the way that she was twerking, her whole ass cheek was out. Everybody knew that she was wearing a thong that night because her whole actual ass cheek was out. She was so drunk that she couldn't stand. Her words were slurring, you know, and I get, like, again, I get it. It's her birthday night. And I think I would have had a different perspective if she didn't leave me in the room with all those men. Because that right there just made it clear to me, like, you're not my friend. Because I would have never did no dumb shit like that to you. You really just left me with 6? Oh, but you were with my friend. You were good. This is your friend. God forbid the friend that had a soft spot for me didn't have a soft spot for me. Or God forbid he was trying to get his dick wet so bad that even my consent did not matter in that moment. And that could have been the night that something could have happened. Mind you, I've been sexually assaulted before. So you can imagine the thoughts that were going through my mind at the time. And yeah, some men are so desperate to get their dick wet, they don't care if you say no. They don't care if you don't want it. They want it. And that's all that matters to them. And those kind of men deserve jail. Thank God that he was not one of those men. Thank God that when he got me in the back of the car or whatever, he didn't try to kiss me. He didn't try to touch things that he knew that I would be uncomfortable with. He simply just offered me his lap with a blanket on top to go to sleep. And I think that was like the craziest thing to me. The craziest thing to me was the sign that said, what happens in here stays here. Bad man. Are you fucking kidding me? Bro. You gotta be kidding me. Like, you have to be kidding me. And to this day, I still can't believe that happened. Then, bitch, after the party, after I made it clear that I sent her a message. I didn't get disrespectful, and I didn't get disrespectful, and I didn't get ignorant. One thing about New York women, they're never going to beat the aggressive allegations simply because they are disrespectful. That is the way that they speak. That is what they were raised around. And if you are a sensitive person, it's just not going to work out, right? So regardless of how mature I'm trying to be in the situation, regardless of how much effort I'm putting into not saying the wrong thing, she sends me a paragraph back and she's like, bitch, fuck you, and blah, 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 and it was my birthday, and blah, 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 blah. What? Then she tries to add me in a group chat. She tries to add me in a group chat with her ex-girlfriend, with the friends from the party, and from a friend who didn't have anything to do with the situation. I joined the call for 1 second because I recognized the number. I thought that she was calling me one-on-one to have that conversation. She wasn't. I joined the FaceTime call. And I'm looking at somebody who's in here. Mind you, she has nothing to do with the situation. She lives in Connecticut. She didn't even go to the party. I should have stayed my ass home with her. I'm like, I literally said it. I said, what is she doing here? She has nothing to do with this. She's like, no, Isabella, because... I mean, not Isabella. She was like, no, Zeno. I just left the call, and I never spoke to the bitch again. We never even had the, oh, we're not friends anymore talk. Nothing. I just never spoke to the bitch again. And it hurts because she was like a sister. But like I said, male-centered friendships they're just never going to work. They're never going to work because they will do anything to please the man. And they will do anything to get that kind of man attention. And as a girl who used to be male-centered and as a girl who's been friends with male-centered, I can tell you that that's just not the way to go. And fiending for something that is given to you anyway, it doesn't make any sense. You as a woman, whether you are attractive or not, the fact that you have a pussy, the fact that you have hips, you're going to get male attention. You're going to get male attention. What's so valuable about man attention? What's so valuable about getting fucked in the next room and leaving your good friend that you claim like a sister in a room with a bunch of men that just because you know them, I'm now supposed to feel comfortable because you know them? Bitch, you're not me. You're not the one sitting in this room with all this men near you. You're not me. So because you grew up with them and because you were raised around them and because you're comfortable around them, God forbid I have any concerns or any doubts. You do know that sexually assaulted victims, they're abusers, the perpetrators, right? They're always a close friend. They're always a trusted family member. They're always somebody who has to gain your trust before they can get you alone to touch your body in that way. So I don't give a fuck how comfortable you feel around them. I don't give a fuck how long you've known them. I don't care if you were raised around them. I don't give a fuck if you were raised around them. I don't give a fuck if you had to share pacifiers. I don't give a fuck if you guys took baths together, bitch. You're not going to speak for me. I would never leave my friend in a room with 6 men off perks. 6 different perks. A perk for each man. Every time this bitch, yeah, that's it right there. And I'm hearing it. I'm praying like, I really hope that these men don't hear what she's doing. And I really hope that their dick don't get hard. And I really hope that they don't try to get their dick wet with me. Because I might have to punch somebody. I don't know. My body is going into fight or flight. My body is going into fight or fucking flight. Literally. And it was just so funny to me the way that she was trying to justify it. Like, she was really trying to sit there and be like, well, I grew up around them. And, oh, this is my fragrance. It's called Poom Poom Passion. I'm just hearing her and I'm like, bro. So you think that because you grew up with these people that I'm just supposed to automatically, magically feel comfortable because you know them? You are not the one sitting in this room. You are not the one sitting in this room. You are not the one being catcalled all night. Or maybe you were. Maybe that's what you like. Maybe you wanted to be in the room with a bunch of men catcalling you. I don't know, bitch. I don't know you. I don't know you. That whole night literally showed me I don't know you. We were never friends to begin with. I don't know how we became friends. We don't resonate in any kind of way. And it goes on. Like, it goes on. She had me in the middle of arguments between her and her girlfriend. Her and her girlfriend came over one time. Her girlfriend tried to stay an extra week at my house. An extra week using my water and my mom's light bill and my food just to sit there and do what? Argue at 2 o'clock in the morning and wake up everybody in my house? Throw phones at each other? Almost throw hands with each other? You bitches should just break up. Boom, problem solved. So let's go over the lessons that we learned. Stay firm with your boundaries. Don't say yes just to make someone else comfortable, because God forbid one of those men woke up. God forbid that one of those men wanted to get their wet and they were a try-hard type, the type that doesn't even care about consent. I would have been in some shit. So thank God for having a mom that gives a fuck. Thank God she came and picked me up. Thank God that we stopped at the diner. You know, we stopped at this little Spanish place. Best plate of rice, plantains, and soup I had in my life. It was a vibe. But yeah, that is the story time. I hope we enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. I know you guys want me to drop vlogs and stuff like that. So lots of mental health videos and lots of vlogs dropping soon. I do have a video coming up where I'm answering my followers' questions. So that should be interesting. I'm really excited for that. And see you next time. Bye.